Hey guys, welcome back to the video. I'm Luke, an ACA qualified accountant having passed all 15 of my ACA exams while studying at a Big Four firm. And then after my time at the Big Four, I transitioned into a career within investment banking, and I now spend my days helping current ACA candidates pass their exams. And in today's video, we're going to discuss the certificate level accounting exam and specifically how you can study, revise and pass that certificate level exam within 7 days. For many candidates who are studying towards the ACA as part of a training scheme at an ICAEW backed employer, they'll be tasked with preparing for the accounting exam with 7 days. 7 days isn't a hell of a lot of time, but it's pretty standard for candidates to be given that short window to prepare for the exam. It's not a lot of time, but if you follow a structured study plan, stay focused and consistent, then you should be able to get well prepared before exam day. In this video, I'm going to walk through a detailed day-by-day roadmap where I map out exactly what you need to do on each day to get ready for the exam. So by the end of this video, you should have it all mapped out. You should know exactly what you need to achieve within the 7-day window to feel confident walking into your accounting exam. So yeah, let's get started. So the objective of the first 4 days is pretty straightforward. We want to get through the material and complete the workbook. So we start off on day 1 by covering off chapters 1 to 5. So chapters 1 to 5 of the workbook encompass the fundamental concepts of accounting. So these include why accounting exists, the accounting equation, so assets equals liabilities plus capital, ledger accounts, so how you account for entries in your nominal ledger, double entry bookkeeping, so your debits and your credits and your debt click concepts, and finally you'll look at preparing a basic set of sole trader financial statements. So you'll finish off the day by looking at how to prepare a very basic income statement and balance sheet. And these 5 chapters are all very interconnected, so it makes sense to study them all on one day. In terms of how I think about approaching the workbook, I would start by reading each chapter thoroughly, understanding the principles, not skimming through. You want to gain a decent level of depth and gain a decent foothold in all of these sections on day 1. You want to take concise summary notes, so summarising all of the topics in these chapters, creating flashcards, so you've got key definitions and rules written down, because the plan is not to return to the workbook again during these 7 days. We haven't really got time to come back, so we'll be relying on the summary notes that you're making and the flashcards during your revision. Immediately follow up each chapter by attempting the end of chapter questions to reinforce what you've learned. So at the end of each chapter, there'll be around 10 end of chapter questions within the workbook which you need to attempt, and finish off the day by doing the question bank questions from each chapter. So again, in the question bank, you want to have attempted all of the questions by the end of the day. So you're not just learning the theory, you're also learning to apply it as well to exam style questions. Day 2, that's where we're going to focus in on chapters 6 to 10. So we're going to dive into some of the core accounting treatments here that you need to know for your exam. These chapters will introduce depreciation and how you allocate the cost of a non-current asset over multiple accounting periods, errors and how you correct errors in the accounts, how you use the suspense account, things like that, accruals and prepayments, cost of sales and inventory valuation. So again, we're getting deeper into the different types of accounting policies and accounting frameworks on this day. And these are highly examinable areas, and they're quite tricky as well. So this day is definitely more technical and focusing on deeper knowledge and expertise. And again, you'll structure your day just like day 1. Read through the chapters slowly, deliberately, produce your summary notes and your flashcards, and complete the end of chapter questions, and then test yourself using the relevant sections of the question bank. By the end of the day, you'll work through most of the technical backbone of the accounting syllabus. Day 3 is the final stage of the learning phase, and it will be the final day where you go through the workbook. You're going to focus in on chapters 11 to 14, where we move on to company accounts. So these are a bit of a step up from sole trader accounts. So these chapters will introduce ideas like share capital, both ordinary and preference share capital, reserves, retained earnings, dividends, etc. And what makes company accounts much more complex is how they're structured and presented. So take your time understanding how company accounts differ to sole trader accounts, because this is one of the core fundamental principles of the certificate level accounting exam. And again, follow the exact same approach as day 1 and day 2. Read the workbook, summarise it in your notes, create flashcards that you'll be able to refer back to during revision, and practice. Do lots of practice. Make sure you've done all of the end of chapter questions for every chapter in the workbook, and you'll have completed the question bank by the end of this day as well. So by the end of day 3, you'll have been through the entire syllabus once, you've gained a strong understanding of accounting and accounting fundamentals, and you've done a lot of practice as well. So we've done a lot of work in the first 3 days. On day 4, we'll switch from learning mode to revision mode. This is where we're going to consolidate everything we've learned so far, and we're going to start to get more into exam mode. You've seen all the material, now we want to focus on retention, speed and application. So your tasks for day 4 are review all your notes and flashcards from what you've prepared on the first 3 days. Spend at least 1 to 2 hours revising all the key areas. You want to spend 2 to 3 hours tackling scenario-based questions, so the longer form question that you're going to face in the accounting exam. You want to have attempted 2, 3, 4 of these types of questions on day 4, and target weak spots. You will have been through the entire workbook by now, so you'll know which areas made more sense and which areas you found more challenging. This is the day where you want to hone in on your weak areas, identify those concepts and frameworks where you're struggling a bit more. Go back, understand the logic, do more questions. Then moving on to days 5 to day 7, this is where we want to get exam ready. The goal for days 5 to 7 is to do at least 2 mock exams and master the most testable topics. So this is all about getting prepared for exam day. On day 5, we want to sit a full mock exam under timed exam conditions so we can get a flavour for what this exam is going to look like and what it's going to feel like. We want to sit down, carve out 90 minutes, no distractions, no pauses, attempt a full mock exam under timed exam conditions. Once it's done, mark the exam carefully, but more importantly, you want to be analysing your performance. Doing mock exams is not just about doing the mock exam and then checking out your score, see how many you got right, how many you got wrong. The key thing about mock exams is, what did you get wrong? Once you've done the mock, go back through those topic areas in the workbook and improve. Use the insights you've gained from that first mock exam to guide your revision in the afternoon. You do the mock in the morning, you mark it over lunchtime, understand what areas are your weak areas, and then use that to inform what topic areas you're going to revise in the afternoon. Use the mocks as a guide. And then on day 6, we do the exact same thing all over again with our second mock. We carve out 90 minutes in the morning of undistracted time where we attempt the mock under exam time conditions, mark it over lunchtime, and use your performance to guide what you're going to study in the afternoon. Don't skip out this feedback loop. It's not enough just to do mock exams and then check what score you get. You need to use the mock exam as a guide as to what areas you are struggling on and what areas you need to go a little bit deeper on in the afternoon. And finally, day 7, this will be the day before the exam. This is where you want to focus on final revision and revising key topic areas that you know are going to come up, making sure you're 100% comfortable on those key testable topic areas. Don't cram on the final day. Use it to solidify what you know and stay calm. Focus on reviewing those key topic areas that you're still a little bit unsure on. Light question practice just to stay sharp, and reread your notes and your flashcards. Don't dive into any new material at this stage. And most importantly, rest and recover. Aim to finish studying by mid-afternoon. No late night cramming sessions. Have a proper dinner, proper night's sleep. Prep all your test centre info. Make sure you've got your passport and ID ready to take with you to the exam centre in the morning, and get an early night. Cool, hopefully that was all helpful. That's a 7-day roadmap to study, revise and prepare for the certificate level accounting exam. The key is to have a structure in place. Whether you follow this or do something slightly different, it doesn't really matter. The key is, if you've only got 7, 8, 9 days to prepare for accounting, you need to build out a strict study timetable that you can adhere to and follow, because there's a hell of a lot of material and prep work to get done before exam day. So focus on splitting your timetable in 2. Spend the first 3 days studying, learning the material and preparing notes and flashcards, and then spend the second 3 days revising, doing question practice and doing mock exams under timed exam conditions, and then spend the final day just mopping up those last few key areas. Cool, so if you've got any questions about the accounting exam, please feel free to fire them off in the comments. I'm more than happy to answer them. If you like the video, please smash the like button and consider subscribing. I'm making tons of videos about the ACA, about the accounting exam, and it'd be great to have you on board for this journey. I'll see you guys in the next video.